I first became aware of Cradle to Careers for Siskiyou as part of the North State Together work that was underway going back to 2016. I came to that work from my job as an educational services director because of the opportunities to intersect education with community efforts.
In about 2015, the effort to really pull our county together as a collective impact community started with Siskiyou Works, which is a grassroots organization that connects industry to education to improve our workforce. And we did a lot of asset mapping with our K-12s, with our college.
We've been working closely with North State Together for, gosh, as long as I've been here. So I got here in 2019. And North State Together has been this wonderful organization, super organized, who has been doing great things throughout the county, not only just for Siskiyou County, but for other surrounding counties.
We were really excited when Siskiyou County signed on to North State Together, both as part of the Siskiyou Works project and in addition to being a superintendent at the time, that we were really going to get a handle on our community barriers to youth and family success. It's challenging to bring together all of those different perspectives. The community of Doris looks very different than the community of Mount Shasta, which looks very different than the community of Hornbrook, which is in the north. All have a little bit different challenges. And so the idea of stepping into an organization where you have to take a little bit of a step back from your own agenda and really look at those gaps and challenges from a family perspective and from an economic development perspective.
It's special, and a lot of people who are from Siskiyou County will say this is a diamond in the state of California. This is the place they want to be, and they choose to be here for that reason. There's outdoor adventure. We're close to cities. You can go to Redding or Medford, which are an hour north or south of us, if you are looking to go out and have that mall experience and get lots of shopping. But for that person who just kind of likes that quieter lifestyle, Siskiyou County is really a good place to be.
Going back 2015-16, this idea was starting to generate in our region. It was not a familiar concept to Siskiyou County agencies or any of our development programs.
Initially, I think there was a lot of uncomfortable feelings around this idea of collective impact, because collective impact by its nature means that you have to step away from your silo and your organization's primary mission and work to align and collaborate with other organizations. And sometimes that's very challenging. When you see a community like Siskiyou County, a county like Siskiyou County, which has very specific communities, all divided mostly by 4,000-foot mountains, it's challenging to bring together all of those different perspectives.
That opportunity to listen to what other people are passionate about and what they bring to the table has been a huge asset to the whole process. I think it echoes a lot of that community partnership you're describing. There's that willingness and passion, but it's how do you know it's there until you sit down at the table and talk to people?
There's a connection. They say there's 6 degrees of separation, and you can find somebody at the end that you have that connection with. And it really is true that if you know one person, you know the next. Having been here for a while, you get to know people. The longer you're in the community and you become invested in what you're doing and you start going places and becoming a part of groups and organizations, you tend to meet a lot of people.
And that being able to be remote really allowed us to jump over that hurdle, and now I really feel that people are more willing. They understand why it would be important to be in the same room.
Yes.
Whereas when you haven't really experienced it and someone's asking you to step away from your own focus a little bit, people are much less willing to do that on the blind, right? Our Siskiyou Child Care Collaborative Work Group that brings together partners from everybody that works around daycare and preschool and having people, support that. Our community of Happy Camp, as a result of the Slater fire, lost so many of their homes. Many of those homes were friends and family childcare for the people that lived there. And so there was a real barrier for workforce, not only employment, but for folks to go to school, for folks to keep their job, that without having childcare. And this group brought together organizations like the Early Childhood Education Program at COS, the Child Care Council, which is the Resource and Referral Agency for Siskiyou County, the LPC and the County Office of Ed, along with the Forest Service and all of the workforce partners that were in the tribe in Happy Camp. And we went from 0 preschool spots to 25. And they now have a preschool running in partnership with the Head Start program at the tribe. And that effort was really, that's a hard number, that we can look to, but I truly feel like if we hadn't started down this path of collective impact, if we hadn't had the leveraged resources to bring all these people together, with the example of what was happening at a county level, we wouldn't have been able to put together that group of folks who, were working on the issue of what are we going to do about childcare and Happy Camp.
Marie did a great job getting a grant into GSK Science, which is a internationally supported summer STEM camp. Between all of those little connections, we now get to look forward to more camps for more kids, which means more parents have a safe place for their kids so they can get to work during the summer. The other thing I'm super excited about, the universal preschool plans are finally off my desk and in board packets and going to every district in our county. It has been wonderful writing those plans on behalf of our county. And Cradle to Careers for Siskiyou is a significant player in terms of that being one of our 4 work group areas, with the support of both early childhood and the PK 12 arc of education.
Got this, we got this, we can do this. And so it was really a handful of just individuals who just have the heart and the soul to want to see this community grow and be successful. And it's not just about the people who are here now, it's people who are here to come. It's about those children who haven't been born yet.
We have metrics at every single level. We have kindergarten readiness. We have our 3rd grade literacy and math, our 8th grade literacy and math, our high school exit graduation rate, unemployment rate, the rate of individuals securing employment, the amount of career technical education classes and certification that are being offered through our Siskiyou Adult Pathways, through our certifications and opportunities from our career technical education programs at the high school, the amount of dual enrollment we've been able to offer and the credit hours students have in their back pocket as they exit high school and move into either a 2-year or a 4-year or a technical program.
It brings together 2 of the goals of Cradle to Careers for Siskiyou in one huge 5-year initiative. And with year 1 being our starting point where we make sure that we don't leave anybody out. And we are so well positioned with Cradle to Careers to have a conversation that's inclusive and not assumptive, and build something that is going to be truly unique to Siskiyou County and each of its unique regions.
And now we have Tule Lake who are asking for the same support, and Dunsmuir who is asking for the same support.
Yeah, the projects we've been able to get involved in are really exciting. I really have to credit our executive committee because of what they bring to the table. It's unique in the board work I've done.
Yeah, we're so super proud of it, because the one thing we kept coming back to is we want to be like we're putting our arms around each other and holding on to each other, and that's what our logo is. It's bodies that are wrapped around each other to hold each other together, because together you're tight and you can make something happen.